I know today we are going to be discussing, of course, plan to profit, but we are just going to be keeping this for an hour. So for those of you who actually were able to register in advance and to join us on camera, we're going to have a closed session behind the scenes for those of us who are joining in on multiple places. You definitely want to make sure that you are live with us here on Zoom. So if you want to show your beautiful or handsome face, definitely want to invite you to be a part of the conversation. And of course, the video that is streaming. And so I will grab that particular video so that if you would like to be able to go directly on YouTube, you can. And so we have some more friends joining us. I wanted to give everyone an opportunity to come in on the party as we discuss plan to profit, your fearless full year content plan. I know we've all been tremendously busy with the holiday season, but I don't want us to forget the big picture plan, what we have in mind for the future and what we have in mind for the new year. And so whether you're in a new season or you're in a new quarter, you're looking towards a new quarter in your business or a new full year, we are going to maximize our time today. We have some incredible moderators joining us live here on Clubhouse. And as always, we have this room as a space where we discuss YouTube and podcasting. And so I wanted to add another element to our conversation today so that we can start thinking about the future, thinking about the plans that we've written, the visions that we've written, what the word of God says, write the vision and make it plain. And so just want to hear during this time that we are being very cognizant of your time. So an hour on Clubhouse and in all the places on YouTube, and then we're going to have a closed session. And this closed session is going to take place over on Zoom. So if you are listening in on all the other places like YouTube, or if you were listening, if you're listening in on, maybe here on just Zoom, definitely want to invite you to make sure that you get what you need to come. We're going to have slides. We have so much to look forward to. And then you want to stick around until the very end because I have some bonus surprises that we always love to be able to gift to those who are spending their time intentionally in community with us. And so if you want to join in on the fun, feel free to go ahead and DM me. I'd love for you to DM me the word plan to profit. So that's a term, right? You can just send me plan if that's easier so that I can send you the link to come to the closed session that is only going to be available to those who are here live on Zoom. Even if you don't want to get your camera up and running, you'll still be able to be a part of the conversation and the presentation and the slides and to help give you an actionable plan as you look forward to the new year, a fearless and triumphant new year. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this party started. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone. April, Masha, Denzel, Fraser, Jeremy, who are helping me to moderate here today live. And then, of course, here on Zoom, special thank you to Nee, Fraser, Jodit, Suzanne. So we have, I know people are still joining in. So I see that joining happening here. So we'll see more people very, very soon on camera. All right. So April, I'd love for you to share with us if you are planning as a YouTuber and podcaster, what strategies are you implementing to plan and prepare for the new year? The mic's over to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Stacey. Hello, everyone in the room. I am April Nicole Scipio. So glad to be here to contribute and also to learn. I think for me, two things. Number one, I'm definitely planning to show up consistently. That is key. People have to know, like, and trust you before they invest. And if you don't show up, then it's hard for them to do that. So I definitely want to make sure I'm consistent. But then secondly, I'm going to make sure that I'm continuing to build community around my podcast and YouTube channel. I do have a community over on Facebook, and that's where people who listen can come and talk and discuss and learn and grow together. So community is one of my core values. So I'm really excited excited about that. It's a strategy that I already implement, and I'm definitely going to continue to do that at the end of this year and on to the next year. And I'm excited to see my podcast and YouTube audience grow. Thanks so much. This is April, and I yield the mic.
Yay, April. Thank you so much. You're always such a sound lady filled with words of wisdom. And we just appreciate you being here and being in our community and also leading conversations here on Clubhouse for Christian content creator community, the More Coach. So appreciate that. All right. So I know sometimes we do pop-up style. I know some people have sent me some messages here. So I'm going to go to Denzel, brother. I would love for you to share with us, how are you planning? Sometimes you've been able to come on camera with us. I know it wasn't possible today. And I am responding to those of you who are sending to me the request to join us over on Zoom. So Denzel, let us know any strategies that's working for you and how are you planning and positioning yourself for the new year?
Awesome. Thank you, Stacy, again for having me. So if you don't mind, I'll take about maybe 5-7 minutes to explain my planning strategy. So for those that are watching or listening, highly recommend to gather your notes or your memo, whatever it is, because this is my framework, my blueprint really on how I, as a content creator, which most of us in this room are running businesses where we sell our products and services. And on top of that, we're content creators. And that can affect our ability to be consistent. Everybody preaches, be consistent. But it is very tough to actually do that because we're not just selling our products and services when we reach out to our clients, but we're also educating them with this loads and loads of content that we provide. And on top of that, we're supposed to network and collaborate and team up and do all this stuff. And it can be overwhelming. So over the last 3 years, being a business owner, a solopreneur, and scaling to be a business owner, not just a solopreneur, but a business owner, I've had the privilege and honor to work with some high-level people and was able to take the best of what they're doing and customize it to myself. So what that exactly looks like is the last 3 months of the year, I create an exclusive offer, some type of urgency for my products and services. I'm a financial consultant, so this will relate very well to coaches, course creators, anyone that's offering a digital service. This is pretty valuable. So the last 3 months of the year, I will offer a discount on what I already was, say, selling for a year. So I'll give you a real case study. Back in 2020, the last 3 months of the year, I was selling my one-to-one coaching program, and it came with online courses and masterminds and you name it. It was an irresistible offer. And that was for $1,497 one time. And on December 31st, 12 a.m., it shuts off. I won't offer it no matter what. So I just close it out. I create that urgency. And I create content that talks about it in those 3 months. So I'm only really hard selling the 3 months of the year as opposed to the whole entire year, where people can really get to know me during the year and grow to love me. And then it doesn't feel like a hard sell to them because they're like, well, pretty much know what I'm getting. So when I did that, that resulted in 75 signups. And you do the math, 75 times $1,497. You let me know what you get. To me, that's a very healthy number to do in just 3 months. Not bad. Now, once those last 3 months are complete, the very first 3 months of the year, I sell nothing. I provide no services to any additional clients. Why? I hit my capacity. I've literally sold my whole entire inventory for the end of the year that I'm in, and possibly even the first 6 months of the new year. So I don't have to spend all this time selling and marketing. Now, it depends if you have an infinite product, like a physical, tangible product that you can, have your manufacturer just recreate. That's different. But if you are a course creator, you're a content creator, you're a coach, you can only work with so many people. So you do have that capacity. You need to know what that is. So for me at the time, 300 clients was my capacity. And I hit that within the last 3 months of the year. The first 3 months of the year, I sell nothing. And I literally pour into those 300 people. First 3 months of the year, 90 days, January, February, March. April 1st is when I will launch or relaunch the same program. So it's like it'll be relaunched at new prices. And in those first 3 months of the year, I have 90 days to create content authentically. I don't have to worry about selling. I don't have to worry about landing pages and squeeze pages and follow-ups and and all this stuff. I can just create my content authentically, collab with the people I want to collab with, and serve the clients that enrolled ahead of time. And if you really want to make things even more efficient, you could sell something in the future. So like if you're launching your coaching program, whatever it is that you're providing, some type of online course, you say, look, you enroll now, but the course doesn't launch till January 1st. And those who sign up before then are going to get an extra phone call or an extra mastermind, 2 or 3 before the year's over. So they're getting an immense amount of value before the program even starts. And then when the program starts, they're already prepared. So they're going to be even increasing their success ratio, which increases your testimony, which increases your credibility, which increases your authority and everything that you do. Right? So recap, last 3 months of the year, you provide an irresistible offer. I close it out December 31st, 12 a.m. That's it. First 3 months of the year, I don't have to sell. I free up tons of time to now create all the content I want. And typically, what I can do in 90 days of creating content, I could potentially create about 6 months worth of content that will produce on April 1st. So the last 3 months of the year, I'm selling and I'm still doing my content, which will last me roughly 3 months. And then in those 3 months of the new year, January, February, March, I create content that lasts me about 6 months, starting from April 1st, right? April 1st, 6 months out, now I don't have to worry about content creation. I don't have to worry about staying consistent. I don't have to worry about really money, because I have the money from the last 3 months. It's a big amount that can last 6 months or so. And then when I relaunch the course, it'll likely be at new prices because you've increased your authority, credibility, testimonies, results. You've given yourself the right to increase your services because of the results that you give. And it creates so much time in a world where we're living in, where time is money and time is so scarce for content creators, podcasters, YouTubers, Facebook, Twitch, TikToks, Instagram, Snapchat, all this stuff. So that is my framework. So just to recap, and then I'll close it out. Last 3 months, create an irresistible offer. You sell it, close it out, create that urgency. First 3 months of the year, I don't sell nothing. I prepare and I pour into my clients, and I create the content that I want that'll last roughly 6 months. April 1st, I launch, and then I've got the rest of the year to kind of coast and just let the money flow in, and just stay in my craft, stay in doing what I do best. My name's Denzel. I'm done speaking. Passing the mic back to Stacey.
Yes, Denzel. Oh my word. You can see this is why Denzel is so successful at what he does, and he sees results as a content creator, as a YouTuber. And I know you're on your way to being a podcaster as well. It's really having a plan in place. We've been talking so much about a content calendar that helps to streamline everything and the process of being able to show up and show up consistently. And I every time I hear Denzel speak, he's giving us like a mini masterclass. For those of you who are new to the room, he did a presentation directly on being able to manage your money as a content creator, and he did that in the Fearless Creator Summit that we completed in September, and that is coming back in March of 2022. And so it was just such a blessing how he broke things down, not only in his session, but also he took the time in the Q&A bonus session after the summit, and we had that uploaded as an additional resource and bonus in the Power Pack. And so just so appreciative of the time you take. He is someone that has the whiteboard out, and you actually see how you can plan to show up, plan to create content, and plan to win. Position yourself for the win as a fearless creator, so that those who are called to you and assigned to you will be able to receive what you have to offer with excellence, right? That is the advantage of really planning in advance. And so thank you for sharing that, brother. For those of you just joining us, you can join us live also on YouTube. We are streaming from Zoom. So if you want to be able to come on Zoom, we're going to have a live close session at 3 p.m. When we stop this room. We wanted to keep this room going as we show up every single week on Fridays. And we normally alternate between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to bring it live to the public. And then we're having a closed session today that was really spurred on from our Small Business Saturday talk, when we were speaking about how you're putting your content calendars to use. That was a free resource for the entire year that you could use and plan, not just your newsletters and your blog posts and your podcast episodes, but every single day of the week, you have everything outlined and color coded for the year. And so you're able to plan and have an outlook for the quarter, for the season, and have a plan in place to profit, right? Lead with impact, and you are going to see the income eventually come with a strategy in place, right? And with guidance, with the right mentors and the right guides and the right coaches and the right everything in your lives. So thank you for that, Denzel. Fraser, love to hear from you. You're live with us on Clubhouse, but you're also live on Zoom. So yes, and you see his lovely background with his branding for his podcast. So if you're not seeing that, guys, come over and watch us on YouTube. Add your comments to the live so that we are able to interact with you. Over to you, Fraser.
Hi guys, how you doing? I think the last time I spoke, I was a little bit half dead. I think the last time I was in a room, because I'm a bit more compass mentis at the moment, which is a good thing, I think. But I'm not sure where to go from after Denzel's so speech. kind of like, I was thinking, you just listen to somebody, you go, right, how do I kind of go from there, you know? Well, I suppose what am I doing at home? I've been doing interviews, but I kind of took a bit of a slight stop because I've kind of got to believe when you do interviews, you've got to edit them and put them out. If you don't put them out, there's no point to continue interviewing people, because no point, people are not going to see your content. So I think that's what I've been doing. I need to do that, but I've kind of been in the process of my health is kind of taking a priority at the moment, which is because I've had an operation and I'm trying to recover. And last week I just had the most brutal cold that just floored me, but I'm starting to feel a little bit more normal, hence why it's a good thing. But anyway, by the way, I suppose going forward, it's just a matter of, I think for me, maybe it's not an excuse, but when I'm working, and my work is out and about work, so it's not technically, I'm not sitting at home as much because I run a cleaning business, which is my main business job. So I'm technically, when I'm out doing my servicing my clients, cleaning homes or offices, I don't not really have the time to sit and do much, which is because it's the kind of like what I do. But when I do get the opportunity, I do it, and I tend to, because of it, when you do it for like so long, you kind of get to the stage that you can just do it, and people will know who you are because you've set yourself a little bit of a kind of foundation, or you're kind of established yourself in a way that when you do some content, that people see it anyway and they'll listen to you. You don't need to worry about having to push out a lot of stuff because you're kind of there anyway. People know who you are because maybe you're being you're using your skills or your sort of knowledge to help others in other ways. So when you do come to do content yourself, people know who you are because of what you're doing and utilizing, just helping people kind of thing. So and that's what I kind of, the moment, my plan at the moment is not thought too far ahead yet. So I'm just trying to get, as I say, personally through these next few weeks to January, and then once I get my start back to working in a sort of normal routine, I should get my head back in the game a bit. So at the moment I'm kind of so listening and watching and learning, and so when it comes to the going forward, I can at least be of some proper use to more people, and obviously my content will be helpful to people who are listening, and going from there. But anyway, I'll pass the mic back to Stacey when I'm done speaking.
So thank you so much. So appreciate you, Fraser. And you pointed out something that was so key. You know, when we are looking at making sure health is of utmost priority, hopefully all the time. Welcome, Madeline. Welcome, Kelly. Welcome, Jeremy. So glad to have you all joining us here on stage. And, you know, just Fraser, recognizing that we all go through ebbs and flows, we go through seasons in our businesses and in our lives. And so when you have a plan and you've structured out your content, where you're going to show up, how you're going to show up, with whom you're going to show up, because you've made those collaborations and you have maybe an automation, right? That's the advantage of being able to plan out your content in advance. Utilizing your content calendar that we provide for free is making sure that you can think weeks ahead, months ahead, and even a whole year ahead, so that when there are health challenges and when there are certain things that are out of our control, we can still have content, we can still have ways that people can connect with us, and we're still producing and providing value to the community that we know we're called to reach and serve. And so I really appreciate you sharing that, Fraser, and always tapping in. And I know we've been covering you in prayer in our Christian Content Creator Club, and so appreciate you being live with us here today and knowing that you look so well. All is well. God has been keeping you. His healing power and covering is all over your life. So thank you for continuously showing up and even being able to keep interview people and having your podcast and your network, you know, in motion as a result of planning strategically and consistently. Nee says amen to that. Loving the comments, guys, and just keep joining us if you can here on YouTube. That will help to give some digital currency. And please give some love to our amazing moderators here. We have a hard stop at 3 because we're going to be doing a closed session on Zoom with all of our Christian content creators and fearless creators who want to plan to profit. So if you want to get that link, simply send me the keyword plan, and I'll make sure you can join us over on Zoom and not miss the party and presentation with some special bonuses at the very end. All right, so now we're going to hear from Jeremy, brother. He also hosts some incredible rooms here for us in our club, and we'd love for you to share, how do you plan to profit as a YouTuber, as a podcaster, maybe as a writer, because that's what you specialize in? How do you plan? Let us know some strategies from you about how you plan, Jeremy.
Yeah, great to be here. So thank you to all of the mods and the speakers on the stage and those in the listening lounge for coming in to be able to continue planning out 2021 to enter 2022 on a great note. So yes, my name is Jeremy Wade, founder of New Era Copy LLC. I'm a blogger, content writer, and editor, and I basically transform words into long-lasting relationships by utilizing Medium, SEO optimized platform where you can increase your email list via writing newsletters, articles, and blogs all in one place. It's not a place where you have to bring your community to the platform because there's already over 1 million readers on the platform on a monthly basis. And it's a monetized platform as well. So what I intend to do to end the year, challenge where I actually post blogs Monday through Friday. And I'm also hosting some Christian content creator admin and developing their own Medium blogs for them and writing their blogs throughout the month of December to basically engage with their readers and to see how we can increase their community engagement as well going into the new year, and looking to basically launch this package as to the whole world in January of 2022. Medium will be a unique platform to diversify your portfolio. For those of you all that don't know, we all learn in different ways. You learn from visual, from videos, from graphics on Instagram, or from written content through blogs and articles. So if you diversify your portfolio, you increase your engagement and you're able to reach different ideal clients, communities, and consumers in different places. Don't let anyone tell you different. I'm definitely looking forward to connecting with you all. If you're looking to increase your engagement, increase your revenue, and even increase your SEO optimization through the written word, please back chat me, literally the word WORD, and I'll be willing to help you out and assist you in any way, shape, or form. Feel free to read through my bio. Everything is there, links to everything, and I look forward to just contributing and learning in any way, shape, or form. So to end up and wrap and land my plane, I plant my flag in the Medium platform, and I'll be an authority on Medium for the whole year of 2022. And looking forward to helping anyone and everyone increase their engagement through the power of the written word. My name is Jeremy, and I land my plane. I am complete.
Yes, Jeremy, thank you so much. You provide immense value in your community consistently. And guys, you hear it. Like, you can plan in whatever lane or area that God has called you to serve, and you've been placed on this earth to produce content. There is a group of people that need your message, need your content, need your voice, and need for you to show up. And so that is our goal, and our desire is to help simplify and streamline the ways in which you can show up and get that consistency plan, as well as consistent accountability in community, as we offer rooms every single day of the work week through our club here. Not only in the Fearless Creator Club, are we showing up for you weekly? This is a room that we do every single Friday, and we've not missed a Friday yet. Even on Black Friday, we were going strong. And then we also have the Christian Content Creator Club, which you heard Jeremy speak about. And so definitely want you to check that out, join the club, and then even come live. As you see, I'm going to switch out the link in just a moment. Up top, we have a hard stop at 3 for this room because we have a closed session on Zoom that we're going to start at 3 and we're going to wrap up at 4. So we're being so intentional about our time. We're going to have time for questions after we go through a presentation on specifically Plan to Profit with slides. And then you're going to get some bonuses and some goodies after the presentation is over. And so we don't want you to miss out on all that is happening, not just here live, but behind the closed session on Zoom, as we meet and we stay connected and we plan to profit. Whether you are a podcaster, a YouTuber, a writer, maybe you're blogging, these are all ways that you can show up consistently and simultaneously, because we are streaming simultaneously right now. So thank you for that, Jeremy. Kelly, I'd love for you to share with us, how are you planning as a podcaster, YouTuber? What are your strategies as a planner?
Hey there, everybody. I'm Kelly, lifestyle management coach, and it's a pleasure as always to join all of you amazing mods on the stage and people in the room. Okay, so this is I love it. I love it because, yes, this is a time of year where we need to begin looking at how we are going to go forward, move forward, and get that get that money in our pockets. So, as a podcaster and YouTuber, my plan is to continue, number one, working with Jeremy as he helps me with my blogging. I'm able to utilize and work with him and use things that I've already created and things that I will be creating to recreate YouTube videos that will lead people to my membership program and also talking points for, just like Jeremy talked about, using wisdom for podcasting. I can knock out two birds with one stone. Not that I'm a fan of harming God's creation, but you guys know the saying. So my plan is to just be more strategic and streamlined, not be all over the place, but just utilize one or two opportunities to get content and repurpose it and have it edited on different platforms so that I can draw attention to my business and just to my message, mainly my message. I want people to know that they can be a good coach. So that's how I'm planning for profit. I'm Kelly, and I'm complete for now.
Yes, oh my word. Just so appreciate you, Kelly. You're so tremendous. And we're just so grateful that you are a part of our team and that you are leading and, you're consistently showing up, not just here in Clubhouse, but on your Facebook group and all the places that you're showing up. And I know it requires you having a plan, right? Yesterday, you did such a beautiful room for us in our Christian Content Creator Club on building business boldly. And I love the conversation that you were having about community and how we're maximizing those connections that we're making. And I feel like we're always doing that as you always show up so consistently, for us, for communities, for those who are called to you. And, as you are assigned to really push them and propel them forward. And so appreciate that. Yes, guys, wisdom as a podcaster, you've heard that tool. You've heard us having that conversation over and over again. And some of us have accepted challenges so that we would stick to a plan and showing up consistently. And guess what, guys? Those would be your sessions, your whole season, if you really deemed it so. Some seasons can be anywhere between 20 to 30 episodes. Podcasting is such a unique way of getting your content and your message out there, because really it can be whatever you want. Like, you are the one that decides. You're the one that is behind the wheel of how you want it to be conveyed. You can decide the length by which you're going to have a podcast episode, how many seasons you want to have, if you want to even have seasons. And so the beauty of that, and sometimes the negative part of that, is that you have so much liberty. But some of us, we need the confinement of those sort of plans and outlines and structures so that we don't get wild and off track, right? We want to remain focused. And that is what a plan, a content calendar plan, or a simple plan that you writing down that vision and making it plain, can help you with. It keeps you focused. And that is what we shared in the content calendar room, is that there are 5 reasons why you need a content calendar. And so the podcast episode is available on that as well. But we want to keep you focused today. As you're hearing these tremendous fearless creators, do give them a follow, these moderators and speakers, as we continue to hear from them how they're planning and how they have already planned to get to where they are today, as they share their strategies as a YouTuber, as a podcaster, and even so much so as a writer, because we're always writing content on social media or show notes, and of course in all the places as we share our stories and as we share whatever content that's going to draw people to us and what it is we can provide as a solution to their problem. So thank you for that, love. Modeline, I'd love for you to share with us today. How do you plan? And if you want to talk about, how you have any strategies as a podcaster or a YouTuber, whatever's laid on your heart, we're glad you're here. The mic's over to you. All right, so we may not be able in this moment to hear from Modeline. So when you're back, Modeline, feel free, because I know she was going in and out, so there may not be a way for her to speak with a clear audio. So let's go over to Sean. Sean, welcome. I'd love for you to share if there are any strategies you've blessed us in times past as a YouTuber. So go ahead.
Hey, thanks, Stacey. What's up, everybody? Great to see some familiar faces, hear some familiar voices, and some new ones. So nice to meet y'all. I'm Sean, the Chief Strategist at a small events agency out of the Atlanta, Georgia area. And our planning is fairly simple and straightforward. So as an events company, we think about what events are our clients going to be planning for in their season. So we're considering, okay, what are our clients planning for? And then we have to be a step ahead to plan our content so that when they are starting to plan their thing, our content is already out. So it's one step ahead of our client. And so, for example, like right now is neck deep into holiday party season. So most people start planning their holiday parties either September, even October and November. And so back in August and September, August, we started planning for it. September, we started producing holiday party content. And then I actually, if you tap on my face on Clubhouse and then you go to my Twitter, it's actually timely. I didn't even know I was going to be here with you guys, but I just posted some statistics from our YouTube channel. We just hit 30,000 subscribers, and we started going live more often and started uploading some things. And so we actually had a full increase in views from month to month. For 28 days, it was an increase of 11,000. It's the last tweet that I put. So that's it's fairly simple and straightforward for that. I think was it Kelly that was talking about repurposing the content. We are starting to plan for that as well, where we just brought on a contractor because we do anywhere between about 30-minute podcasts that we do on video, and we upload those to YouTube. And that's where we get the most views, listens is on YouTube because of our subscriber count. And then what we're doing now is we're also posted a 1-hour workshop that I taught on Zoom last week, put it up there. And we're going to be sending that to our guy who's going to be acting to repurpose content. And he's going to chop it up, and he's going to take the slide deck that I had and turn it into like carousels, swipe files, and then going to be sharing things like that on LinkedIn. And as he's going to be taking our video and chopping it up into micro pieces to do YouTube Shorts, which we have not done, but we're excited for those to be coming from our channel pretty soon. So that's me, and I'm handing the mic back to you guys.
Yes. Oh my word. Thank you so much, Sean. Oh my word. Just want to celebrate Sean in this moment. Can we all mic tap for Sean and how he has grown his YouTube channel? Yes. Oh my gosh. The stage is lighting up because we so love to celebrate each other as fearless creators. And Sean, I just so appreciate how you are thinking in advance and you're encouraging others to think in advance, even for the seasons, the holidays, even if you're not an event planner, thinking about the content. It's an event. Let's make it an event. Whenever you're creating content, you're sharing on social media, you're releasing a new podcast episode, you're releasing a new social media post and live, make an event of it. It is invaluable. When you show up, you are providing something that is going to change people's lives, transform people's lives. And if you can view it like that, then you're going to see the importance of planning and strategizing and positioning yourself in advance to win and to help those you're called to also win. So thank you for that beautiful reminder today, Sean. And for everyone who's here on the stage, guys, just a quick housekeeping before we keep hearing our last shares from our moderators and speakers and those who wish to add to this conversation. If you want to join us live on YouTube, go ahead and click that particular YouTube link pinned at the top that honestly is going to go away in just a moment. And then if you want to be able to join us live, we've linked in the description of this YouTube video, and that we are going to change out here on Clubhouse in just a moment so that you can come behind the scenes with us. We're going to have a closed session at 3 p.m. We're going to listen to some music, get ourselves ready to go, because we have an audio engineer that's live here with us that got us started live in the very beginning. And then we're gonna shift to our closed session where we're going to talk about Plan to Profit with some slides, with some amazing bonuses at the very end that is offered to those who are live with us here on Zoom. So even if you can't get your beautiful or handsome faces live here on camera, we still want to have you show up and listen in live on Zoom as well. And so simply send the keyword plan, and I will make sure to give you the link to join us over here on Zoom. So thank you guys for being with us today. Do hit the green little mansion up top so you can join the club. Follow all of our moderators and speakers. They are just incredible gems and providing invaluable information. And the least we can do is support and give some digital currency here on Clubhouse and over on Instagram. So just heart it up as you hear these tremendous shares. Now we're going to hear from our lovely speaker here on stage. Welcome, Andrea. I'd love for you to share, how are you planning as a YouTuber? Because I saw that you do YouTube, and anything that you'd like to share when it comes to planning. The mic's over to you. Andrea, you just have to unmute if you're here and able to share with us, because we're not able to hear you. If not, let's go ahead and we'll wait for that mic flash if she is able to chime in. Okay, Andrea.
Sorry about that. I was cooking.
Oh, no worries. Welcome.
Time that I've been able to join. I'm so sorry. Life has just got so busy. Yeah, but thank you. I really appreciate your rooms. Thank you for still doing your rooms. Yeah, so my little advice I would say is don't feel bad when life happens. Don't feel bad when you go through adversity and stuff like that. I know people like to keep up, you have to do a video, you have to do a video. Sometimes as well, there's so much you can bulk up on doing a video. It's okay sometimes to not want to do a video, and it's okay sometimes not to want to talk, but it's also okay to have your backup. So don't be too hard on yourself when you're trying to, bring out content for people. Make sure that you are okay and your mental health is okay as well. If you do need to take a break, I'm sure your viewers also will understand, and you can always come back and say to them, you know what, guys? I think just being yourself, actually showing that you are human and you're not a robot. I think that's important as well, and that's what makes you very authentic and different from everybody else. That's all I have to say and contribute. Thank you.
Thank you. Andrea, I'm so glad that you're able to chime in and multitask. That requires planning, right? Just being able to show up and remain consistent and giving ourselves that grace. I'm so grateful you brought that up, Andrea. Thank you for showing up and being in community with us today, and just so appreciate the ways in which you are able to show up. I believe now I'm recognizing, yes, we've been in communications in times past. Muazanga, yes, I see that now. So I'm so glad that you're back here with us. I think your name is showing a little bit different, so that's why. And you changed your profile picture, very lovely, radiant profile picture. But we're so glad you're here, and that's the beauty. I know a few people on the stage here are multitasking while they are listening in, and so we have some new faces, some new amazing fearless creators joining us over on Zoom, because a number of you sent over to me the code and the keyword plan. And so I was able to send you the Zoom link. And so we're excited. In just about 10 minutes, we're going to get the party started over on Zoom. We don't want you to miss the party. So make sure that you send that keyword as we keep hearing these shares. Marie, welcome, welcome. I'd love to hear from you today. How are you showing up? And does planning have anything to do with you being able to show up as a YouTuber or as a podcaster? The mic is over to you.
So, hello, everybody. Thank you so much again, Stacy, and all of the wonderful people in the room. Excuse me. So, I am at the very starting gate. So up until now, I've been navigating by myself. So this is why this content, these connections, this platform is so valuable, because I am planning out my year. I'm wanting to do, I was told to plan it out 6 months. The content, it doesn't have to be drilled down specific, but it's just, you just have to know what it is, where you're going to have a purpose in the conversation. So to be in this room, speaking about exactly what we're speaking about, and I've already received the link for the 3:00 meeting so that I can really dive in, this is confirmation that what I was tasked to do, I am taking the steps to be able to meet that expectation for those that are needing this message. And so I don't have anything to add other than wherever you are right now, start now, make the commitment, and keep it going. I am Marie, and I'm complete.
Yay, Marie. Thank God for these confirmations, right? Oh my word. So appreciate you sharing that. And we're so excited for you to be able to join us in our closed session in a moment here, because I know we've been blessed every time you come up and you share. This is, I believe, is my second time having the pleasure of hearing you, because we heard you in the Christian Content Creator Club, and we know nothing is by coincidence or accident. So God knew that you needed to connect with us and to go and grow deeper in community as a fearless creator and Christian content creator. So thanks for being a part of us. Brian, welcome, Brian. And for those of you just joining in, before we hear from Brian, I am still responding to those who are sending the keyword plan so that you can get your particular of course, link to join us over on Zoom. But if you click the link above, you can also watch on YouTube, see our tremendous fearless creators who have their camera on. There's some people who are not able to have their camera on, but they are live with us here on Zoom. And so that's why you're not able to see them on the video. But for the others, we're going to be having a closed session, like we said, at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll wind down a little bit with some music, and then we'll go right into the presentation. And then we have some bonuses and some fun things that you guys are going to be able to take advantage of at the very end, only available to those who are live with us here. So we're just so excited that we're able to still do this room as we show up for you every single Friday in this live mastermind that's available to the public. And now we'll have a closed behind the scenes with our fearless creators who are serious about showing up for themselves, for those who they're called to serve, and of course, for this community. So we're going to hear from you now, Brian. I'd love for you to share with us if you have any strategies or if you have any way that you plan to show up as a YouTuber and as a podcaster. The mic's over to you.
Hi, Stacy. Thank you so much. I currently don't do YouTubing. I do have a channel, but I don't have any videos posted on there of myself. But the way that I've been showing up as a podcaster has just been very minimal. And right now it's just doing occasional talks on wisdom. And so I'm just really experimenting right now, but so I don't really have like a long-term plan right now with regards to podcasting, other than to say that I do definitely want to be part of interviews and also do interviewing as well. Though I would also offer my own thoughts as I interview people as well. So it would be like a nice little chat thing. But as far as doing my own talks where it's just me speaking, I probably would only do that like maybe like once or twice a week. And really it's just as things come up in the world, or what I'm feeling on my heart that I talk about. But I do think about the wisdom, and I do think about the podcasting for myself. And then as far as going to different places. There are places in my area that I go to, and I do figure out ways to take pictures as part of that content, and sometimes videos for the stories as well. So that's what I do. So that's kind of how I plan out certain things, is when I go to these places and I take these photos, I usually don't post them all at once. I sort of have a rough draft in my head how I want to do that. And it's sort of a similar thing with the reels that I do on Instagram. It's like usually 1 or 2 per week, and they're usually at least 2 days apart that I do them. So, but there are some exceptions that I might make with regards to reels, but I do have like a plan thing in my head. And I also plan out time when I'm going to do some recording, look for some recordings of audio for the reels. So that's really how I do it. So I am constantly thinking about, what do I want to share with my friends on social media, because I've been doing that for years, but it was really just a fun thing, and it still is fun, but now I'm thinking about it as taking it to the next level, because I know I've got it in me, and yeah, I could light this world on fire. So that's my share. This is Brian, and I yield the mic.
Yes, Brian. Oh my word. Can we also light it up and give some taps for Brian? Because Brian, I have so appreciated you showing up also on Wisdom. I had an opportunity to interview him impromptu, and we had such a beautiful conversation. And I know, you don't allow any challenges to hold you back. If anything, planning is still going to position you to break through the challenges that come your way, whether it's health challenges like what Fraser spoke about earlier, or maybe it's, challenges that we've been born with. And so I just really appreciate hearing Brian on all the different stages on Clubhouse. Guys, no excuses. When you hear fearless creators like Brian showing up and deciding that nothing's going to hold them back from being able to put themselves out there to help people with their story and the ways they're showing up as a podcaster, as a podcast guest, as a YouTuber, there's no limits to what is possible for you if you put the plan in place. And then, as I love to say, surrender those plans as a believer to the Lord. You've done your part, you've shown up, you've put in the preparation, and then you trust the Lord that you are going to be able to produce, and also just aligning with those people that need your message with excellence. You're going to be able to convey that when you have a plan in place. You are going to plan to profit. So thank you for that amazing share, Brian, and thank you for being in community with us. We have 2 more minutes since we have a hard stop. We want to encourage you guys, as we hear these last shares, make sure you come at the very start of the room so that you are able to come in when we start and we can hear your shares in the very, very beginning, so that we are able to honor every single voice, as we love to do here on Clubhouse. And then we have our closed session happening on Zoom. And I'm so excited. We're going to have a little break, and we're going to have our audio engineer, Nee, play some music. And then we're going to go right into our slides, our presentation. You guys will have an opportunity to, just put on your cameras, talk. It's a closed session behind the scenes, and just chill out as fearless creators. And then we're going to go right into business. And then you'll have some bonus offer opportunities that you guys are going to be able to take advantage of as fearless creators. So make sure to go ahead and click this particular image up top, which is our link, so you can get all the details. You'll get an immediate email with all of the details pertaining to Plan to Profit and some follow-up so that you don't miss out on the opportunities that we're going to be sharing with you today. All right. So, Jemmy, welcome to the stage. I'd love for you to share with us if you are planning, how are you planning to profit as a podcaster? Because I know that's what you do, or also as a YouTuber, if you wish to share.
Hey, girl. Hey, it is so great to be in this room. See all my friends. Hey, people. So, man, this last few months, I am definitely in a dual phase of giving back and leveling up. As the blessings continue to come to me, for example, being asked to co-moderate the podcast is ridiculously crazily big and amazing. And it's led to wonderful, fostering other wonderful relationships in the space too. And one thing that's been on my heart is how much I care about the people who are podcasters and wanting to get off on the right foot and wanting to keep going. And I know that working one-on-one with people, as I've always been, has caused two problems. One is I can only help one person at a time. And then also, too, because of just how long I've been doing this and my expertise, my price points are, some people aren't able to meet them. So I've been struggling with how to fix that. And these last couple months, I came with brilliant ideas, too. One is I have a launch workshop now. So now it can be a group, in a small group setting. You know, you can launch with me, not just one-on-one, and it's a much lower price point. So that's one thing. So now I'm going to be able to help more people, which satisfies my heart so much. And number two, I also really want to help people who've already launched but are struggling. Now I have a booster class that I'm offering for that. And I just finished my first one today. I had a great time teaching that class today and helping people level up. So those are two new offerings that I'm helping now more people, but it also, of course, is expanding my ability to scale my business. And that one-on-one service is now a premium service, and that price point has gone up even higher. And what's crazy, Stacey, when people say, that the higher price point deals are often easier to close, you want to believe it. And yesterday was the first time I presented that higher price point for the one-on-one to a new client, and they accepted it without blinking. And then they said something to me that almost knocked me off my feet. They said, "What else can you sell me on?" I could not believe it. So the fact that I'm making more money, but also serving more people, that's really what is the most important thing for me. So thank you for allowing me to share that. And for this space, as always, I'm complete.
Yes. Oh my word. Can we just light it up and celebrate our sister, Jemmy? She has positioned herself to be able to plan to profit. And I so appreciate you breaking that down and sharing that with us today, Jemmy, because I think it's invaluable for those who are listening and trying to devise a plan and trying to really put that plan into motion. That was one of the reasons, why you needed to have a content calendar that we went through, those 5 reasons. And it's being able to go back and see what's working and improve on the things that are not quite right. And then you're able to maximize, with the offerings that you're presenting. People say, oh, this person has it together and they will help me to get it together. And then they're wanting to find out what other ways, because you're producing in excellence and you're showing up consistently, and you already have something that you've outlined and you've planned to present and to offer. And then it's amazing how opportunities will present itself for you to be able to really see what's working. What are people, taking advantage of? What are the things that they're asking for more help with? What content are they tapping into more so that you can create more of those kinds of content? But you wouldn't be able to look back on the analytics. You wouldn't be able to look back and see what truly works unless you're taking the time to plan, unless you're going back to your content calendar and seeing what really allowed people, what resonated with people and allowed people to take action with me, what drove the needle, pushed the needle forward in my business. I need to start drilling down on that. And I need to start having a plan to now maybe focus in that area and become more profitable, because That's the thing that you've pointed out, Jemmy, is that when people see that you have mastered your craft, you can charge more. When they see that you are someone that has drilled down in the offers and getting the testimonials and the help in that specific area, then they know that you are the go-to resource for that thing. And then they're able to even recommend you to others because it's not confusing what it is that you offer. And so that is the beauty of having a plan in place, a plan to profit. Thank you for stirring that up, Jemmy. We're always delighted to have you here in community with us. So guys, we did end up going a little bit over time. So we're going to hear this last share. If Lauren is here, I'd love for you to go ahead and share with us. And then just to remind you guys, we are closing this out in just a moment. We're going to get loose, shake it off, have a party with our audio engineer here on Zoom. So if you have not yet set the keyword plan to get the direct link to the Zoom, I want you to send that over so we can send you that DM of that direct link to join us over on Zoom for the after party. And then you'll be able to also not only hang out, and for just an hour, we're going to go deep. We're going to drill deep on the plan to profit. And we want you guys to leave with a plan to profit. And then you're going to get some bonuses. You're going to get some incredible, incredible opportunities, not just today, not just this once a week time that we meet and we talk about YouTubing and podcasting and having a plan in place, writing the vision and making it plain, but you're going to have additional ways to be able to get the consistency plan in place and have a community to help cheer you on for this new year. So send that keyword plan and we will send over to you the link to join us over on Zoom. So guys, we're going to hear our last shares. Anybody wants to do any last shares, tap your mic. We always love to leave this room with takeaways that we're going to run with, in this new week coming up. And then we're going to close it out with music. And we're going to just turn our attentions here on Zoom for the closed party where we go into a presentation on planning to profit. All right. So anyone, tap your mics, give you that opportunity. Jeremy, go ahead. Any last takeaways from this room?
Yeah, I just basically want to say thank you for everyone for coming out to listen and actually taking notes. Last minute takeaways are: don't forget to utilize SEO, keyword research, and blogging, writing articles, and also being able to utilize newsletters. And they're all on one place. When you think about the media and platform, I want to be able to transform valuable relationships into just ways to increase engagement. So think about utilizing the written word and diversifying your portfolio. So that's the tip that I want to give you all: diversifying your portfolio with the written word. This is Jeremy, and I'm complete.
Yes, Jeremy, what a beautiful reminder. I'm going to give another round of applause. Guys, our room is starting to fill up over on Zoom, so make sure to come over. April, any last words before we close down? Go ahead.
I was just clapping. Thank you, Stacey, for the space, and I can't wait to connect everyone over on Zoom. Thanks so much.
Yay! Thank you, April. So April, Fraser, Jeremy, Andrea, Marie, Jemmy, and so many incredible fearless creators and moderators who passed through this room today. We appreciate you. Sorry we couldn't bring up anybody else because we had a hard stop that we were trying to stay with, so that we are very mindful of everyone's time. We're going to party it out, in the Holy Ghost style now. As fearless creators, Nee is ramped up and ready to go. He started us out in the very beginning, and so we're going to keep it going. And we want you guys to be able to transition over into what we're going to have as a focus time with slides and a presentation on planning to profit. And then we'll be able to go deeper in community with each other. So as you're getting to know each other, guys, we're going to close it out. Do click the link up above and make sure to come back early next week so that you can join us on the stage live and share how you are maybe showing up as a YouTuber or a podcaster. What strategies are you utilizing as you hear from people who are bringing in passive income, making a living as a fearless creator, as a YouTuber, as a podcaster? Guys, I got my my grant to completely fund my second podcast that I launched. And so, guys, there are so many resources available to you so that you can plan to profit. And then you're able to grow and nurture your audience and people that you're called to serve and reach. So, guys, don't miss out on that opportunity. We're going to close out now with our music here on Clubhouse, and then we are going to have our party over on Zoom. Last call for you to send me the code and the keyword plan so that you are able to get in on the Zoom party. Hello, hello. Welcome to everyone joining us here live. It's a party, it's a celebration, and we're excited that you're here, and we're excited that God led you here as we equip you. That is our mission here in the Fearless Creator Club, in the Fearless Creator community. When we show up week after week, we're equipping you to fearlessly create. Until next time, love you guys. See you all next time. Closing out now. All right. Hello, hello, everyone. So good to have you guys. Okay, so we're still live on YouTube. Let me close that out as well, because you guys know we normally stream directly on Clubhouse. Sometimes we do it to Wisdom as well. And then we also do it here. I usually use Ecom Live, but decided to, of course, have you guys in on the party because we're going to have this closed session. And so I'm so delighted that you guys are here. Those of you watching on YouTube, want to definitely make sure that you see the link that is in the comments for the live. If you want to join in and you want to be able to enjoy this experience, we're going to just have a little bit of a transitioning portion for roughly about 5-7 minutes. And you guys can talk amongst yourselves as fearless creators, get to know each other. And then we're going to go right into the presentation. So those of you joining on YouTube, I'm going to see you guys if you're able to come over by clicking that particular link, which is thefearlesscreator.com/live. And that will give you all the details to be able to join in on the fun and the after party. So see you